Is bigger always better? Most would say yes, but we think it depends. For example, if you were commuting around town, would you rather bring an 18-inch laptop or an 8-inch laptop? The 18-incher sounds like a good idea since it likely comes with all the latest hardware for performance and other features. But let's be honest, the 8-inch laptop could be a lot more practical. That's where the X Plus Piccolo Series 81X comes in. It's a cute and affordable 8-inch laptop, and it's arguably the most practical laptop we've ever tested. Given its small size, it is a bit lacking in some aspects. Still, if you're curious about this cute laptop, we suggest you stick around. First up, we have its design. The Piccolo 81X is tiny, so small we can grasp it closed with one hand. For better reference, it's smaller than a regular smart tablet, but bigger than a phone. Unfortunately, it's not exactly pocketable, not even for my butt pocket. See? Oh sh**. However, it will fit in a sling bag. While it is small and compact, it is girthy, measuring 17.9 millimeters. It's relatively lightweight, weighing only 658 grams, and that's considering the laptop is made out of a combination of metal and plastic. The combination of the two makes the Piccolo 81X feel industrial and sturdy. The X Plus logo is embossed on the plastic lid, and Jose found it too big for his liking. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section. Most of its thickness comes from the metal base, and it's definitely on the thicker side compared to other larger laptops. Well, actually, I compared it to my laptop. It's actually not that thick. It's even a little bit thinner than my slim and light gaming laptop, just so you know. Then again, on a laptop this small, most would expect only 1 or 2 ports at most. Fortunately, that's not the case. We get 2 USB-A ports on either side, a USB-C port which acts as the charging port, a mini HDMI port, a 3.5mm audio jack, and even a microSD card slot. While we can't use the USB-C port when charging, at least we still have the 2 USB-A ports at our disposal. We could also remedy that little issue with a separate dongle. The Piccolo 81X can be set up in various ways. Use it like a laptop, use it like a tablet, or set it up like a tent for watching movies. The screen can open 360 degrees, making it easy to use in whatever position is most comfortable. It's pretty much a 2-in-1 since we do get touch support with the display. While the flexible screen is easy to use, we can't say the same for the keyboard. It is tiny and the layout is different. The letter A doubles as the caps lock with the help of the function key, and tab is located at the top. We've been using this for a while and we still haven't gotten the hang of it. It's hard to type if you try to go at your usual pace, but if you go slow, it is fairly accurate. With that, we didn't exactly do a lot of typing on this thing. Instead, we mainly used it for checking emails and documents on the go. As for the trackpad, well, there isn't one. Instead, you have a square nub between the split spacebar, similar to Lenovo's ThinkPad. It's not a rubber one, which does make it a bit more difficult to use, and it doesn't travel once we edge it out, which is kind of a hassle compared to the older standard nubs. Thankfully, we don't need to rely on it too much since, like I said earlier, the display is a touchscreen. But of course, we could pair it up to a mouse if we were ever so inclined. Speaking of the display, the Piccolo 81X comes with an 8-inch IPS panel with a Full HD resolution, a 16:10 aspect ratio, and 60Hz refresh rate similar to most productivity laptops today. Despite its small size, the display looks nice and sharp. The colors are a lot better than we expected. It's relatively vivid and the display gets quite bright. Given the small screen, it's not exactly the best for binge watching videos. However, if we're lying down on a sofa or in bed, then it does act better than a phone. Even with a 60Hz refresh rate, UI animations are decently smooth. Aside from the display, the dual 8-watt speakers on the Piccolo 81X are good too. They're not the loudest, but we do get some depth. The soundstage is actually quite decent, especially when we're directly in front of the laptop. There's barely any bass though, and when maxed out, there is a noticeable drop in quality. Still, they exceeded our initial expectations for the speakers. Moving over to performance, again, considering the build and size of this laptop, we shouldn't expect it to be so powerful. Under the hood, it only packs an Intel N150 processor, no DGPU here, but of course we still have Intel graphics. Our review unit came with 12GB of DDR5 memory, paired with a 512GB SSD. If you find the storage lacking, it is possible to upgrade the M.2 slot at the bottom of the laptop without having to open the whole cover. With this setup, it was able to handle our lighter productivity tasks like having multiple tabs of Chrome open for research, Discord for communication, and of course, the usual writing. What we didn't expect was for it to run games. For starters, there's no GPU. From our previous experience with the Intel N150, it also wasn't the best for running games either. Still, we were quite surprised that the laptop could handle Genshin Impact. All the graphics settings were at their lowest, with the exception of the FPS set to 60. Surprisingly, it ran fine, with only the occasional frame rate drops in certain parts of the map. It's not the best experience since the graphics are set to the lowest, but at least it could run the game. Just don't forget, you still need to bring a controller or a mouse since there is no trackpad either. But if there is one big problem with this device, it has to be heat. It really gets hot. So hot, we can't even rest it on our lap after prolonged periods. While it doesn't affect the performance of the laptop, it is very concerning. For those of you interested in the benchmarks, they should be on screen. So the Piccolo 81X can play games and get work done. But the thing is, you may want to bring a power bank or the charger with you at all times. This tiny laptop also comes with a tiny battery. It only packs a 3500 mAh capacity, which is even smaller than most smartphones today. So we can already expect the battery to drain quick, especially if we have multiple apps running. From our experience, it drained almost 70% of the battery after just 1 hour of use. For reference, we had multiple tabs of Chrome open, Discord turned on, and streaming music with Spotify in the background. It drained even faster once we booted Genshin Impact. Honestly, that's more than enough if we need to get some work done in a pinch. But if we plan on using it for extended periods, you definitely have to bring the included 36-watt charger. Overall, the X Plus Piccolo Series 81X is a great solution if you want to bring around a very compact laptop. With its size, we can easily fit it into almost anything. Potential buyers would have to get used to the odd keyboard layout and using that nub that edges out. Thankfully, the display is a touchscreen, so that makes life a lot easier. It's relatively capable as well, beyond just getting work done. It can also play light games, but given the small screen, it's not the most enjoyable or immersive. Just don't forget to bring a charger with you since the battery can drain quick. For pricing, at the time we recorded this video, on the X Plus web store, it's currently on sale for $389.99, that's USD, or roughly 22,291 Philippine pesos. It's not the most affordable considering other cheaper alternatives out there, but if you want something really compact, the X Plus Piccolo Series 81X is something to consider. Still, what do you guys think of this laptop? Would you consider it if you want to travel light, or would you just choose something else, like a phone? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, found it informative or educational, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit dvtech.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, Miguel T, Piccolo X81, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.